There are three parts, I believe, to the vision. First part to the vision, of course, is having a clear picture of what it is you want. A lot of people really are not clear as to what it is they want. They kind of a vague idea. The second part is feeling the emotions. What are you going to feel like when you get there? What is the pleasure you're going to derive from it? That creates and enhances purpose. And then the third part is a believable plan to get there. One of the problems people have is they have wishes, but their own subconscious mind doesn't believe that it's possible. They're thinking in terms of wanting something, but not really having a feeling that they're going to get there. So to answer the question specifically, three parts: clear vision, purpose, and a believable plan. First of all, you have to be able to really see it. And when I say clear picture, let's take an example of the typical 30-year-old male in his red Corvette. And I can attest to this one because I remember when I was 30 and wanted a red Corvette. Clearly being able to see the picture means that you can see that car from every angle. You know what the upholstery looks like. You can actually, if you've been down to the dealership, you might even be able to smell the leather. Sound of the engine, the kind of tires that it has on it. I remember that Greenwood had a spoiler that they put on a package that they put for the Corvette that year. And mine had to have that spoiler on the back to be complete. The clearer that picture is, the more detailed it is, the more powerful the picture becomes, and the more deep-seated it is in the conscious mind. Now, remember, we have to reprogram the subconscious to match it, and that's where the trick comes in. Noise is really the subconscious mind's vision conflicting with the conscious mind's vision. In other words, we all have a vision of our life. At the subconscious level, however, for most people, it was programmed by default. By that I mean that as we grew up, our subconscious mind learned what was possible, reasonable, and probable. And as that happened, we want to stay away from pain. We don't want to hurt. So our family life usually will dictate the vision that we'll have at the subconscious level of our lives. If we talk about in the book auditing programs, if you're to audit your program and look at your vision, your own personal vision of your life at the subconscious level, all you need to do is look around the way you live right now. How you dress, how you live, the kind of work you have. That is your actual internal subconscious vision of your life. We will not live with less than we expect, and we will not gain more until we change that vision. You consciously say to yourself, I want this new car, but subconsciously your mind's saying, you can't afford it. Are you kidding? You're never going to have that car. So that's the noise that you're hearing. It's coming from inside, not outside. One of the realities about our imagination and creativity is we have to program them as well. You cannot picture a rose unless you've seen one. You can't imagine the smell of a rose if you haven't smelled one. So in my mind, if we want to imagine smelling and seeing a rose, we've had to experience it personally first. So yes, going out and riding in the car or driving the car at the dealership, everything clarifies the vision. Also, remember though, when you're driving or sitting in that car, you're going to have a feeling. And this goes back to purpose again. We're driven by our emotions and our feelings much more than we are our visions of what we see. It's the feeling you're going to have when you're in the curves at 75 miles an hour in that Corvette. It's the feeling you're going to have when you're cruising down the street and your buddies are going, hey, look at Cody in that Corvette. That's what is really going to push you to do the task parts that you're going to have to do to get between here and there, which is back to the believable plan again.